Charlie. Charlie kind of finds out everything. Jacob just turns into a werewolf in front of him, and he doesn't really know that Bella and everyone else are vampires. I think he knows, he just hasn't accepted it yet, and he knows he's not supposed to know, so he's not telling anyone. And I always thought that Charlie would find out the truth, and eventually he did. And I'm glad, because that kind of keeps him safe now, which is good. I didn't want Charlie to die. And he's really taken with Nessie, and it's adorable to see him feel grandfatherly and hold her, and oh, my heart melts like a little heart, like a little warm water bottle is on it, and emotions. And then the Volturi finally step in. I was wondering where the hell they were half through the book. And Alice has this vision, and she and Jasper are off, and I'm going, what the hell, where is Alice and Jasper? Where are they? Are they dead? Are they hurt? The first thing I thought was they were dead. I genuinely thought they were not coming back, that this was a plan, and I was like, no, not Alice and Jasper. But things turned out differently. Bella wanting to protect everyone with her shielding power is great. We were right about that power. We all knew she would have that power. I thought it was great. It shows how much Bella's developed from a very mature teenager to a very mature adult in a very short space of time. I guess that's what happens when you fall in love, get married, and have a child in less than 3 years. But it was great to see that development in her, that determination. It's great. And then all the vampires that come to help her train. It was great. I needed the index at the back of the book, just like Jacob asked, because there were a lot of names. There were a lot of funny little vampires, creepy vampires, really cool Amazonian vampires, and Kate kicks ass. I love her. She's my favorite Denali. Fuck Tanya. I love Kate. So they head out into this battlefield to fight the Volturi, and I'm thinking, God, none of them are going to come out of this alive. And I cried when Bella went to the attorney to get papers for Nessie and Jacob, and it was so depressing. Even more depressing was when they were in the actual battlefield, and Edward and Bella said goodbye to each other, and to Nessie and all the couples, and everyone was doing that, and I just started to cry because I was like 100% sure they were gonna die, and it was a painful realization. It was like my heart broke and shattered into a million pieces. Thank God Alice came in and saved the day and stopped the Volturi from taking Nessie or killing her, at least for now. I do not think we're done with Nessie and Jacob's story. Pretty sure we'll get more on that from Stephanie, and I'm absolutely sure that the Volturi will come back after her because she's unique. They love Unique, and they love her power. And not to mention that Arrow is a creepy little bastard, and somehow he likes pretty chicks, so I see something bad happening there. But yeah, Alice saves the day. She brings the others that are like Nessie and the Volturi accept her as not an immortal child, and there's no fighting. I was kind of disappointed in that. I thought there would be at least a small showdown So that is like the one real thing I was extremely disappointed about. The rest, I had some disappointments, but that was like the biggest letdown. But I'm glad, because I really didn't want anyone to die. After the Death Fest that was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, I don't think I could handle another Death Fest. So I'm really glad that that didn't happen in this book. And then at the end, Edward and Bella are in their cottage with their daughter, and they're happy, and Bella says, "Oh, I have something to show you," and she does something, and for a few glorious seconds, Edward can read her mind, and I started bawling. I think that is the most beautiful thing she could offer him, because he's always wanted that. And I think that was her way of showing him that she really does love him more than anything in this world, and that she's ready to open more than her heart to him, and she gives him her mind. And it was so beautiful. I don't think I could read properly because the tears were coming so fast that I could only see blurry lines, and I had to stop and cry for a few minutes and then go back and finish the page that I have left. It was beautiful. That was a beautiful part, genuinely beautiful. Then everything is nice and wrapped up and pretty with a bow, and I liked it. I think what people are totally disliking about it was that this wasn't Edward and Bella's story. Edward and Bella's story ended when they got married. That was it. There was nowhere to go beyond that. And this story was about Bella coming into complete adulthood and being completely ready without a regret to become an immortal. And the only way she could reach that was if she had every human experience, and that included motherhood. And even though none of us were expecting it, that was the way that Bella had to go. She had to have that experience so that she would be completely ready to be immortal. And a lot of people completely shunned the book because of the pregnancy and of Nessie, and I think people need to reconsider that part. I think a lot of fans that read this are younger, and they don't really get the concept of motherhood as some older readers do, so it's kind of hard to accept that fact. But that's my point of view of the whole story, and it's through that point of view that I got to enjoy it as I did. And really, there's nothing more precious than motherhood, and this was Bella and Renesmee's story. It wasn't Edward and Bella. She had to go through this. Yeah. So, to end it up, Twilight was about finding love, New Moon was about losing love, Eclipse was about choosing love, and Breaking Dawn was about protecting love. And not just Edward and Bella's love, but everyone's love, and their love for their children, Edward's love for their children, Carlisle's love for his children, love between all couples. It was just about protecting love in every possible way.